We've got new tool announcements from Milwaukee, DeWALT, Harbor Freight, Bosch, Ryobi, Knipex, and more.
We've got cordless inflators, drills, mowers, fans, speakers, impacts, torque wrenches, and rolling drawers everywhere.
Plus another platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. This is the Tool Show. DeWALT just dropped a fresh pair of compact XR drills, and they're built to punch way above their weight. The DCD 801 drill driver and its hammer-capable twin, the DCD 806, look almost identical to last year's DCD 800 and 805 combo, but under the hood, they're cranking out up to 1,050 max watts out, about a 15% jump in power, and they do it without adding bulk. Both models keep the familiar 2-speed gearbox running 0 to 650 and 0 to 2,000 RPM, and the hammer drill tops out at roughly 34,000 BPM while delivering a stout 90 Newton meters of torque. What's new is DeWALT's anti-rotation tech. A tiny sensor watches for a sudden bind up and cuts power instantly, saving your wrist when a spade bit hits rebar. Lighting gets an upgrade too. Each drill packs a 3-position work light that throws out 70 lumens, which is just bright enough to double as a quick and dirty flashlight in a pinch. If you spring for the 801 kit, you'll be the first to get DeWALT's brand new 4 amp hour power pack batteries, as this kit is the only place to get them for now. The kit comes with 2 of those batteries, a 6 amp fast charger, and a contractor bag. DeWALT says that those 4 amp hour batteries are good for roughly 175 3/8-inch holes in pine on a single charge. As for pricing, the Bear DCD 801 drill driver lists for about $179, the Bear DCD 806 hammer drill for roughly $199, and that 2-battery kit comes in at $269. All 3 SKUs are live for pre-order at ohiopowertool.com today, with early stock expecting to land later this month.
DeWALT just rolled out 5 fresh chalk reels aimed at everyone from cabinet installers to concrete crews, and they're all about giving you the right spool size and rewind speed for the job. First up is the compact chalk reel kit. It packs a 50-foot, 0.5mm braided line inside a rubber over-molded case, rewinds 3-to-1 for quick take-up, and ships with a 4-ounce bottle of blue chalk. Street price hovers right around $10. Need a tougher housing? Step up to the die-cast aluminum series. You get a 100-foot line, a precise 1-to-1 gear ratio, and a sealed spool that keeps debris out so the string doesn't jam on gritty sites. In the middle of the range sits the bi-material reel family. DeWALT pairs a 100-foot string with a 4-to-1 rewind and a grippy over-mold frame, quick pullback speed without the knuckle-busting spin-out of older reels. If you punish your layout tools, the Tough series jumps to a 6-to-1 planetary gear set for blazing fast cranking, locks the line to keep tension extra crisp, and upgrades to a bold 1mm braided string inside a beefy aluminum case. Finally, large-scale jobs get their own 150-foot large-capacity reel with a 4-to-1 ratio so you can snap foundation lines or deck ledgers without stopping to re-chalk. All 5 are hitting retailers now. Look for the Bear reels or ready-to-work kits in blue or red chalk, with prices starting in the $10 range and topping out just under $20.
Harbor Freight's Hercules line just muscled into the cordless rear handle arena with a 20-volt, 7¼ worm drive style circular saw. It has a high-output brushless motor that spins up to 5,800 RPM, and they claim up to 725 crosscuts and 2x4s on a single 12 amp hour pack. Fantastic numbers for just about any framer. Cutting depth lands at 2.5 inches at 90 degrees, so 2x lumber's a one-pass affair, and a magnesium foot plate with an onboard scale lets you bevel anywhere from 0 to 50 degrees without packing extra weight. The saw ships blade left, giving right-hand users a clear view of the line, and it features an electronic brake, an LED cut line light, and a fold-out rafter hook. Bear tool weighs in just under 10 pounds, and because it's tool only, you'll need to bring your own Hercules 20-volt battery and charger. It's $149.99 at Harbor Freight right now, in stock online and rolling into store shelves this week.
Knipex is stepping beyond pliers this week with a brand new tool tote built for tradies who travel light but are organized. The 3-compartment bag carries up to 33 pounds, rides on a water-resistant base with plastic feet, and surrounds your gear with 25 pockets you can reach from any side. Extras include a chrome-plated tape thong, a dedicated tape measure clip, elastic loops, a D-ring, and a padded removable shoulder strap. If you prefer to sort by task, Knipex now offers a 3-pack of stand-up tool pouches. Each 8.5-inch bag pops open and stays upright, and the red, blue, and yellow top loops make it easy to match wire nut colors or just color code your bits and blades. Rounding out the launch is the 2-pack of zipper bags, one pocket-friendly at 7.5 inches, the other long enough for 12-inch drivers, both cut from rugged polyester to keep loose parts corralled. All 3 storage options start hitting distributors over the next few weeks. Pricing hasn't been posted yet, but expect them to land alongside Knipex's existing rolls, pouches, and tethered bags.
Milwaukee just strapped MX Fuel power to a blower and called it the MX F600. It throws 800 CFM at 190 miles an hour with 30 newtons of force, which is more punch than many 63cc gas units, but it whispers along at 64 decibels so you can work where noise rules are tight. It has 3 performance modes, including high, medium, or low, and with the help of one key, you can lock a setting from your phone to keep crews from cranking it all the way up. With the included Red Lithium Forge HD 12.0 pack, you get about 20 minutes of wide open trigger time on high, 30 on medium, and 45 on low. And of course, comfort matters when you're wearing 30 pounds of blower, so Milwaukee gave it a fully adjustable harness, a telescoping nozzle, and a sliding handle to dial in balance and keep the tube off your shins. Pricing lands at $2,999 for the kit with 2 HD 12.0 batteries and a rapid charger, or $999 for the bare tool, and OhioPowerTool.com already has both SKUs listed for pre-order, with first shipments expected later this summer.
Bosch is cutting the air hose with its new 18-volt brushless medium crown stapler, the GTH 18V50M. It drives 16-gauge 7/16" staples with a flywheel motor that feels pneumatic but runs on any amp-share-compatible 18-volt pack. The 150 staple magazine and bump fire speed of 3 shots per second keep production moving, and Bosch claims the core 18-volt 4-amp-hour battery is good for roughly 1,100 2-inch staples per charge. An ergonomic thumb wheel sets depth, a tool-free latch pops jams, and a nose claw grip sheathing so the gun doesn't skate. Low recoil helps you stay accurate, an LED lights the line, and the bare tool weighs a manageable 7.5 pounds before the battery. Expect first stock to surface later this summer, and we'll keep an eye out on price and availability as launch days get closer.
Bosch just rolled out the GRW 18V160, a cordless paddle mixer that trades the cord for an amp-share 18-volt pack, but keeps the grunt you need for stucco, mortar, thin set, or epoxy. A 2-gear drive lets you pick either 0 to 530 RPM for thick mixes or 0 to 720 RPM for thinner pours, and a thumb wheel fine-tunes speed on the fly for splash-free starts. A brushless motor and Bosch's kickback control watch for a sudden snag and cut power before the handles twist your wrist. Soft start circuitry tames the initial surge, and an M14 spindle accepts paddles up to 160 millimeters. The dual handle frame keeps the 10.6-pound bare tool balance, and Bosch even ships a short extension so taller users can stand upright while mixing. Runtime will of course depend on the core 18-volt pack that you snap on, but every battery in the amp-share family fits, so you can pull the same pack off the new Bosch stapler Sarah just told you about. Pricing isn't available yet, but Bosch says the mixer should hit distributors later this summer.
Father's Day is right around the corner, and Bosch thinks that they know what your dad wants. They're running a huge sale from May 1st to all the way through July 31st. Some highlights include 35% off their 12-volt max drill driver with 5-in-1 flexi-click system, bringing down its $249 price to only $149. They also have the Bosch SDS Plus corded Bulldog Extreme 1-inch rotary hammer that's supposed to be lowered from $219 to $179. But as we're recording it, Amazon has dropped it all the way to $144.99. That's a really good price on a really good rotary hammer.
Ryobi just added some serious muscle to its 40-volt lineup with the new HP brushless 800 CFM blower. It matches or beats a 31cc gas unit at 800 CFM and 180 miles an hour, yet jumps to full power in under a second and keeps you moving for about 85 minutes on the 8-amp-hour battery included in the kit, which sounds awfully optimistic to me. As part of the Whisper series, it measures only 58.8 decibels, so early morning cleanups will not wake the neighbors. 2 selectable modes let you favor peak power or longer runtime. The variable speed trigger gives precise control, and cruise control locks the throttle to cut hand fatigue. Ryobi also ships a snap-on speed tip to tighten the airstream for stubborn wet debris. The bare tool lists for $229, and stepping up to the kit with an 8-amp-hour pack and fast charger brings the tag to $329.
Ryobi's newest 16-inch 40-volt HP brushless chainsaw is promising some big power, topping out at the equivalent of a 40cc gas saw. With the 4-amp-hour battery in the kit, you can expect around 60 cuts through 6x material on a charge, and the 16-inch bar is cleared for logs up to 28 inches across. So, storm cleanup and small felling jobs are on the menu. Safety and control get pro touches. A mechanical chain brake snaps the chain to stop. Metal bucking spikes bite into the wood for steady pivots. An automatic oiler keeps the chain lubed, and a variable speed trigger lets you feather starts. Pricing lands at $199 bare or $269 for the kit with a 4-amp-hour pack and charger. Both SKUs roll out exclusively at Home Depot in the coming weeks.
It's Ryobi Days again. Every summer, Ryobi fans get a massive month-long sale that includes a ton of fantastic deals, and this year's no different. What caught my eye this time was a OnePlus 18-volt lithium-ion high-performance starter kit with a 2-amp-hour battery and two 4-amp-hour batteries and a charger for only $199. But during Ryobi Days, you don't just save $150, you also get to choose a free tool, and you can pick from a really good list that includes this OnePlus HP half-inch impact wrench or this great OnePlus HP compact 6.5-inch circular saw. There are 23 different tools to choose from. My only issue with this deal is of the 23 tools, not a single one is their awesome barrel grip jigsaw. Just this D-handle version that only a Philly-based YouTuber could love. But if you're looking for a great deal on a different Ryobi tool, Ryobi Days is still going on at Home Depot until mid-July.
If you've ever seen our show before, you likely know how Rob and I feel about Ekster wallets. We both use them, we love them, and highly recommend them. About 7 months ago, we got to try out their new luggage, specifically the Ekster Grid backpack. We took it to a few expos, and it turned out to be a fantastic bag for travel and work. Now, they've launched a new addition to their luggage line, but it's not luggage at all. It's their new Ekster TravelPack vacuum bag, one of their hottest selling products ever. They're designed to compress your clothing, giving you 3 times the capacity in your luggage. They're carry-on size, which is perfect for us, with room to compress around 15 items. They're odor-proof, waterproof, made of durable anti-rip nylon, have airtight anti-leak zippers, and they also offer a portable TravelPack air pump so you can easily repack on the go. When you compress down all of your necessities, you suddenly have room for the extras. The bags cost $59 for 1, $89 for 2, or $149 for 4, which is a 37% savings. The TravelPack air pump is $47, but right now Ekster's having a huge Father's Day sale, and you can save up to 37% on the TravelPack vacuum kit with 1 to 4 bags, and the pump is included.
So head over to Ekster.com and get your dad the gift he really wants. A vacuum bag for packing. Hey, when we get older, we want different stuff. But trust me, he wants this. And get him an Ekster wallet too. He wants that too. Like this beautiful example in steel blue. It holds up to 12 cards, has quick card access, blocks RFID, and you can add a tracker right now for only $29. Best of all, you can use the code TOOLSHOW to get an additional 10% off on top of the Father's Day sale pricing. Just scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description.
Moving on to our favorite tool videos of the week, starting with Tim Johnson, who thinks his Fantic X9 Ultra cordless inflator just might beat a Milwaukee M18.
Doc found the new Nitecore EDC23 flashlight that has a cool LCD screen and a physical lockout, which is something I'd really appreciate.
Todd over at Project Farm is back testing hammer drills, including examples from the usual suspects like Flex, Milwaukee, Makita, and DeWALT, but also tossing in Hercules, Rigid, and even some DIY competitors. And it looks like drills are just getting better and better. Matt over at 731 Woodworks gathered a group of the best tools DeWALT offers, and one he thinks you should avoid. Nate over at Dorsum Tool Reviews is trying out Ego's new 22-inch Super Composite 1000 series push mower to see if it's really better than his 800 series. Mark Thomas turned out to be a huge tease this week because he got a new fan from Ryobi, but this one perches on the top of any Ryobi 40-volt battery. It has a handy hook, you can angle and rotate the fan where you'll need it, and it even has a USB-C port so you can use it to charge your phone while you cool off. The best part was that Home Depot seemed to be blowing out these $40 fans for only $10. But as of today, it looks like they're out of stock, and quite frankly, I have no idea if they'll ever get any more.
If so, I'm easily buying one.
Over on Torque Test channel, they're featuring the new Makita 40-volt Max XGT half-inch impact wrench and fighting it out with Milwaukee and DeWalt's entries in what they're calling a rematch 11 years in the making.
Jake Wyhe got the new pack-out rolling drawer box that we first saw last week on Tech Made Easy and details the difference between it and the standard pack-out rolling toolbox.
Tools and Stuff is playing with fake DeWalt impacts. Can you tell which one is fake? One of those is $400 and the other is $60.
Over on Machinery Nation, they're contemplating what might be next for Ego, and at the same time getting a good look at their awesome wet dry vac.
On Tech Made Easy, they're rocking out with the all-new Ego Bluetooth speaker that Rob was dancing to at Hardware Huddle a few months ago.
Okay, technically I was dancing to nothing, but that's a different story. And finally, Addicted to Tools got his hands on the entire lineup of the all-new drawer boxes from Tough Built Stack Tech. There are 7 different options, which is just bonkers. It doesn't matter how many drawers you want, or if you want wheels, Tough Built now has an answer. Still no word on when we can actually buy these, but quite frankly, I'm just excited to see that they weren't vaporware after all.
It's time again for our Platinum Tool Deal from Ohio Power Tool. Every week, they send us an exclusive code that unlocks some of the craziest tool deals online. But the code will only work for the first 25 people who use it, so you need to be sure to join us every Friday if you want to get it in time.
This week's code will give you $50 off a $100 purchase or more of anything in stock from Knipex. The code you need is TS40321. Good luck.
We want to thank Ekster and Ohio Power Tool for sponsoring our show and our community of tool fans.
If you can, do something kind for a neighbor this weekend, and Sarah and I will see you next week.